Et voilà. Bonsoir à tous. Ce soir, on va continuer à ce Somnium Files où là on va reprendre où je m'étais arrêté, à savoir le Somnium d'Ota. Et on va et pour faire un petit topo de la dernière fois, j'avais fini la route de Mizuki. Là on va reprendre le Somnium d'Ota, mais on va changer les choses. Ça veut dire on va essayer de voir un autre embranchement parce que certains ont vu, il y avait 2 embranchements dans le Somnium d'Ota. Donc maintenant il est temps de voir ce que donne l'autre. C'est juste pour en fait voir encore pour pas me tromper parce que maintenant il me faut des tours, donc je veux juste regarder le chronophage pour voir en chronogramme. De mémoire c'était la rouge que j'avais fait. Voyons.
The ice on the floor. This is for Date! This is for Date! This is for Date!
What did you say to me? Those who don't fight won't survive! Ah! Damn! He's too strong! It sucks, but this is war after all! Tessa! May the glory of victory be yours! It's over.
I suppose we have no choice but to find the glory of victory. A plate attached to the cold has frosted.
Nothing is happening.
I was only using 92% of my power.
It's basically 100%.
Agent Date, you've got 4 minutes.
And although it is...
Bon, ça ira vers l'étagère.
The door... It won't open. We need to do something.
You have 3 minutes, Date.
A fork. A machine used for... Iris is all... The fork of the tires. A plate of cold has frost.
I would be happy if
I'm sure.
You
A
have
plate.
less than 2 minutes. Hurry.
But then, so
what's happening?
On va aller cliquer sur la plaque.
Right.
What is this?
we're out of options! Tessa! If this was another, I would have died already. Next time, he will get me. It's just destiny. No! I will fight destiny and win!
So
I'm the one who has to help him.
we have to make hero of justice Ota fight back and look cool doing it.
A plate of the cold has...
But then, something strange happened.
What's happening? Oh, that's bright.
What is this?
Voilà.
So it says.
Agent Date, you've got 4 minutes.
A wooden... Even with my spinning Iba kick, I couldn't do it. The amazing Iba kick doesn't do it either. My tornado Iba skywing kick is not working. What am I supposed to do?
How about something other than a kick?
A wooden ball.
Push it over to Ota.
It doesn't move.
What's in it?
A small wooden box? A wooden...
You have 3 minutes, Date.
Only a wooden box.
We'll see.
Either that or the Pandora's box from Mars.
Doubt it.
You have less than 2 minutes. Hurry.
A fork...
there's nothing we can...
Cars are meant to be driven, right?
Yeah.
A forklift. What?
This is Ota's world, right? Your role in this dream is to assist Ota in his fight against the polar bear.
Lousy Ota. Thanks to him, my image as a cool intellectual has been destroyed.
Ah, coucou. Ah, comment ça? Il y a un problème. Il y a eu un problème de code durant le live. Attends, je vais voir parce que c'est peut-être aussi à cause de la mise à jour d'OBS parce qu'il y a eu une mise à jour récemment. Minutes, en fait, j'arrive pas à savoir. Je vais voir s'il n'y a pas regarde les options. Je vais essayer de diminuer un peu la qualité des graphismes, alors si on peut le faire. Ah non. Parce qu'en fait, là, je sais pas. Je sais vraiment pas d'où vient le problème de co. Après, c'est peut-être OBS parce qu'il a fait une mise à jour il y a pas longtemps. Pourtant, ma co, elle avait pas de problème.
All systems green. Synchronization rate 6%. Now, cargo handling car. Forklift. Sortie.
Hey, forklift! Fork over that weapon now! I can't stand. I'm weak.
Did he really help Iris like that?
We have no choice but to have Ota do it. We need him to stand up. Ota is still... You're so cool, my shiny, glittery Ota. So cool.
The ghost inside me whispered, "Yeah, I am cool, huh? From now on, this is my stage." There! Why?
Sorry that I had to get rough with you, kid.
Bon, là, je vais sauvegarder. Pour minutes. Mais je vais vite à FK. Je vais demander un truc en fait parce que je vais peut-être demander à ma mère de voir si elle a pas les problèmes de co. Je revite. Voilà, j'ai demandé à ma mère de vérifier. On verra bien ce que ça donne.
Seriously, dude? Come on.
So sorry, Ota. Date told me to be the bad cop.
C'est toi qui l'as endormi.
I did not.
Temper, temper.
Whatever. Anyway, Ota, I have some things I want to ask you. I'm not gonna beat around the bush. Let me get right down to it. Your mother, Mayumi Matsushita, was at the warehouse, wasn't she?
What are you talking about?
Was she there?
Why would she be? That happened at 3 a.m. She was at home asleep.
Then why did we find evidence at the crime scene?
Evidence?
Sure, it might not prove she was there, but it makes it likely. The evidence is...
Ah, coucou. Comment ça va? Enfin, en fait, je voudrais qu'on me dise en fait l'état de la co parce que de ce que j'ai compris. Enfin, juste s'il y a des gens qui sont dans le qui regardent, n'hésitez pas à me dire si ça va avec la co et tout ça.
The Hodoroki Man chocolate.
Ben, ça va, écoute.
The same one I showed you at the hospital. I found it in the corner of the cold storage warehouse.
So? That doesn't prove anything.
Mayumi's fingerprints were on the package.
What?
You have a bad poker face, Ota.
D'accord. Après, comme je l'ai dit, c'est peut-être la mise à jour d'OBS qui y joue parce que malheureusement OBS a fait une mise à jour récemment.
Your reaction tells me Mayumi didn't give this to you and you dropped it on your own.
That information is confirmed. Ota's fingerprints were not found on the package.
Mom isn't the killer!
I didn't say that she was. I'm saying that she was at the scene. And so were you.
Wait a minute. Why do you think Mayumi isn't the killer, Ota?
Because I was face to face with that polar bear when we fought. I could tell it wasn't my mom even through the costume. And no matter what happened, there's no way that my mom would stab me.
Why are you covering for her?
Covering?
That's why you're lying to me, right?
D'accord. Enfin, si jamais... Mais bon, j'essaierai de voir le truc de co pour la semaine prochaine parce que bon, ça m'ennuierait que des gens puissent pas profiter de lui live à cause d'un problème de co.
I'm not.
Are you sure about that? You must have seen direct evidence of Mayumi being at the warehouse, but you're hiding that from us. Or maybe even you're starting to suspect her.
I am not.
Sure.
What are you accusing me of anyway? What do you think I'm hiding?
The polar bear dropped the weapon and it was the floral pattern kitchen knife. On the handle were the words, "Mom, I love you always. Date." From this...
I know. The kitchen knife with the floral pattern. Mom, I love you always is carved on the handle.
Ota gave me that knife for Mother's Day when he was in elementary school. He knows how much I love flowery designs.
You were stabbed by that very same knife.
How do you know that? The criminal ran away with the knife. No one was supposed to see it.
I knew it.
No, my mom didn't do it.
Then why did you not mention the kitchen knife earlier?
Because I know how it looks. I thought Mom would get accused. And then she would have been brought in here and interrogated. I didn't want to put her through that. And Mom never liked Tessa. So maybe, just maybe, Mom hired someone to kill Tessa. And she gave them that kitchen knife. I don't know. I thought of it that way. Like that would ever happen. I know it sounds crazy, but after I saw that knife, I just lost it. Please, you have to believe me. Mom isn't a serial killer.
Yeah, I agree.
You do?
I do. I don't think it's possible for Mayumi to have kidnapped Iris. Because...
Two cars were parked in front of the warehouse. One was the van owned by the Matsushita family. Ota's fingerprints were detected on the driver's seat and steering wheel. Iris's fingerprints were detected on the passenger seat. The other car was a station wagon. Yesterday at 10:33 p.m., Ota stole this station wagon. It was parked at the Famisto along Koshu Highway. Ota explained his reasoning for stealing the car. He claims that while he was inside the Famisto, someone took off with the van, with Iris still inside. Ota decided to steal the station wagon parked nearby to give pursuit. Ota searched for the van in his stolen vehicle. Our investigation determined that Iris and the van were taken 1 minute before Ota stole the station wagon. This puts the incident occurring at 10:32 p.m. A video camera and laptop were discovered in the warehouse. Either could have been left by the criminal, but determining the owner through purchase history will be difficult. No fingerprints were picked up either. Okiura Fishery is a company owned by Mizuki's grandfather. However, the management team changed 17 years ago. It currently has no connections to the Okiura family. And allegedly, Mizuki's grandfather was raised by
Toi, c'est ce
dolphins.
qu'elle nous avait dit quand on était allé la voir à l'appartement.
Odoroki Man chocolate. This was discovered in the corner of the warehouse. Mayumi Matsushita's fingerprints were found on the package. Mayumi purchased the chocolate yesterday at 10:33 p.m. The purchase was made at an 812 convenience store. The store was located approximately 100 yards from the Famisto where Ota stole the station wagon.
The Matsushita's van was stolen from the parking lot of the Famisto while Iris was in the car. That was yesterday, 10:32 p.m. 1 minute later at the 812, which was about 100 yards away, Mayumi bought the Odoroki Man chocolate. She entered the 812 about a minute earlier. This was all caught on security cameras at the store. That means it's impossible that Mayumi could have taken the van. And that means that Mayumi being the polar bear is also next to impossible.
Phew.
However, I can't completely clear her.
What?
You said it yourself. She could have hired someone to commit the crime.
But that was...
In any case, I need to hear from Mayumi herself. I need to hear her explain the chocolate, the knife. There's a lot to cover. I'm gonna head to Matsushita Diner.
What? Hey, wait a minute!
Don't worry. I'm not going there to arrest her. I'm going there to clear her of suspicion.
Really?
Yes.
You won't arrest her?
Your mother wouldn't kill anyone. Right, Ota?
Thank you, Date.
Sorry for the late night, Miss Matsushita. But I have some questions I need to ask you. Could you spare some time?
I finally remembered. about the warehouse. I did it. I did everything.
Mais qu'est-ce qu'elle veut dire par là?
I didn't do this last night because I wanted to give you a chance to calm down. How are you, now that you've slept on it?
What are you talking about?
I'll be honest, I don't think you're the killer. You're giving us a false confession.
No, it's true. I kidnapped that witch, I took her to the warehouse, and...
Put her on the table and pulled her eyeball out?
yes,
And the polar bear costume?
I bought it through mail order.
And you were the one wearing it?
Yes, that's right.
Date, the criminal has confessed. Arrest her immediately.
You got to the top of Abyss acting like that?
I heard that she used to be an actress.
Sounds about right.
My son is under that witch's spell. Merchandise, concerts. She's bleeding him dry. I wanted to snap him out of it. I wanted to save him. Because I just hated her so much. Killing her wasn't enough. Because the world needs to see that witch die.
Just a quick question, Mayumi. Do you know anything about online streaming?
I'm not stupid. I might be old, but...
Could you explain it to me?
Huh?
Step by step. Just tell me what you did.
I can't explain it in words. It's more like muscle memory. I was able to get it working after trying a few times, that's all. Well,
You were in the polar bear costume, right? That means you stabbed him.
yes, I stabbed him with the knife I brought from home. I wasn't trying to hurt him. He fought me, and then it just... I picked them out of the garbage.
Which garbage?
I don't remember. It's true, I planned the whole thing.
What do you know about the Cyclops killer? We call the criminal we're after the new Cyclops killer.
I know. They killed Shoko Nadami and Renju Okiura.
That's right. Both corpses were found with their left eye pulled out. Same as Iris. This leads us to believe that the crimes were all committed by the same person. So this person in the polar bear costume, they are the new Cyclops killer. And you're telling me that person is you? You killed Shoko and Renju?
Yes, I killed them. I am not lying.
You do know that perjury is a crime, right?
I'm telling you, I'm not lying. I killed Shoko and Renju, and I tried to cut that demon witch in half. Isn't Renju Okiura the president of that awful company where the witch works? He's just as responsible, using her to steal time and money from vulnerable kids. And I'm sure he was debaucherous and degenerate. That man is the root of all evil. That's why I killed him. Renju's ex-wife, right? I did it to get to him.
But the two divorced 4 years ago.
That doesn't matter. The bonds of matrimony are eternal.
In your opinion, I don't think Renju felt the same way.
You are really starting to aggravate me. I answered your questions, so there. Well, I don't remember.
What do you mean you don't remember? Do you really think that lie is gonna work?
I have a memory disorder. I don't always remember everything. It's not my fault.
But you remember the cold storage warehouse.
There are times I remember and times I don't remember. It changed.
Date, Mayumi is not lying about that in particular. There are circumstances that might cause selective memory.
Ouais, parce qu'on le sait, elle souffre de démence, donc c'est plus ou moins de la maladie d'Alzheimer.
For whatever reason, her memory might not have been stored properly in her mind. This is not uncharacteristic for those suffering from dementia.
Date, there's no point in letting this go on. She's clearly lying.
You seemed convinced earlier.
I don't think she's the killer.
I am the killer. I am.
Right now, we have to rely on hard evidence. The Odoroki Man chocolate that Mayumi bought was found at the warehouse.
If Mayumi was at the scene before Ota,
She may have seen the criminal's face.
You know what I'm going to say, right? Date, sync with her. Computer, we're going to sync with Mayumi Matsushita. Prepare the machine.
What happened?
The sync machine isn't operating to capacity. Yesterday's sync, well, suffice to say, Ota and Date were not too compatible.
Compatible?
I'll give you the big picture. To get the synchronization working properly, I had to push the machine pretty hard. And now, it's not responding.
Ouais. Bah, toutes les technologies ont leurs limites.
How long will it take to fix?
16 hours, at least.
You've got 8.
Elle lui donne toujours la moitié du temps qu'il a besoin.
But that's impossible.
So we can't sync yet, huh?
But we need to, or this investigation is going nowhere.
Date, I suggest we go to Matsushita Diner. We may be able to find some clues.
Good idea.
J'ai prévenu pas, c'est plus tard.
Computer, we're counting on you for those repairs. I'll be back in 6 hours.
But you said 8. Please, you have to give me at least 8.
That pewter, always so humble. He'll have it done in 6.
Date ici, mais.
Yeah, Computer is just that kind of guy, you know?
Hey, this is a hostile work environment.
Peter, ça a l'air d'être le souffre-douleur de boss. Enfin, je dis ça parce que bon, elle lui donne toujours un délai, la moitié d'un délai.
She is probably protecting someone.
But who?
Surely you know by now.
Je crois qu'on le sait.
There is only one person Mayumi would want to protect that badly.
It's Ota.
It has to be.
Does Mayumi think Ota is the killer?
Last night, Ota left Matsushita Diner with Iris. Mayumi saw the whole thing.
But Ota was stabbed in the stomach by the culprit. Does Mayumi not remember that?
No, that isn't quite it. It is possible that she thinks Ota is responsible for everything.
She thinks Ota stabbed himself?
Yes.
Why would he do that?
Before I explain, I would like to hear your thoughts. What do you think about the possibility that Ota is the new Cyclops killer?
Impossible.
Je pense pareil.
yesterday's Somnium, Ota and the polar bear.
That was just a dream. It doesn't necessarily...
The van was stolen while Iris was in the passenger seat. We know that whoever did it is the culprit we're looking for.
There is a chance that Iris wasn't... She could have been driving.
How so?
Iris could have taken the wheel herself and driven to the warehouse.
But forensics only found Ota's fingerprints on the wheel.
That can be explained. It is possible that Iris covered her fingertips with her sleeves.
Iris had her left eye pulled out. Ota would never do that.
Have you considered that she pulled it out herself?
What?
Or even asked Ota to do it? Perhaps she ordered him to. In short, Ota and Iris are accomplices. This was all a performance.
A performance?
Iris drove the Matsushita's van. Ota drove the station wagon. They went to the warehouse separately. Then, they prepared the live stream. Iris anesthetized her left eye and removed it. Either that, or she asked Ota to extract it. After that, Iris took her position on the table, and Ota donned the polar bear costume and consider this. In the stream, Ota and the polar bear were never on screen at the same time.
True. That means Ota went off camera, took off.
Stay away from Tessa!
Perhaps Mayumi witnessed the entire event. It is also possible that Mayumi knew what the two were up to.
So she lied to protect Ota.
Yes, but this is only a theory. Consider the possibility that Iris killed Shoko and Renju.
Then, this whole thing was to get her off the suspects list. That's why she pulled out her eye and had Ota stab himself. It makes it look like there's another criminal involved.
I will repeat myself in saying that this is only a theory. It is one of many possibilities.
It's possible, but I don't think it's very likely. They wouldn't go that far just to avoid suspicion.
Date, you must consider the mental state of the serial killer. Shoko and Renju were both exposed and displayed. And they both had their left eye removed while they were still alive. Whoever our killer is, it is clear that they are sociopathic or even psychotic.
We can't rule anything out. Ota?
Huh?
Why are you...
Why did you arrest Mom? You said you were gonna clear her! Why?
J'ai une photo devant Ota. Allez, on va discuter avec lui.
Okay? How could I be okay? I got stabbed by a serial killer!
Easy, kid. You're gonna open up your stitches.
When I was in the hospital, the police came to me. They told me that my mom confessed. I couldn't believe it, so I went to the police station. But because she was under investigation, they wouldn't let me see her. After that, I didn't feel like going back to the hospital. That's why I'm here.
You asked me why your mom was arrested earlier, but she isn't under arrest.
What?
I spoke with her as part of my investigation, yes. But as a source of valuable information, not as a suspect. Mayumi confessed, but it's highly likely that she's lying. So we haven't issued a warrant for her arrest.
That's what I've been saying! Mom didn't do it, she's innocent!
Word is going around. Maybe Iris was the one who killed Shoko and Renju. And you and her planned this warehouse incident to get her off our suspects list.
No way! Tessa had her eye.
She could have pulled it out herself, or asked you to do it.
You're kidding me, right? Do you really think I would do that? I was fighting for my life against the criminal!
That wasn't caught on camera, though. Neither was the part where you got stabbed.
You're saying that I stabbed myself?
It wouldn't be the first time you faked something, would it, Ota?
You... I'm telling you I didn't!
Then why is Mayumi protecting you?
Mom is protecting me?
Your mother is stubborn. She's lying to us because she's protecting someone. The only person I can think of would be you.
Why?
Apparently she thinks that you're the criminal.
Why would she think that?
Your guess is as good as mine. Got any ideas?
Maybe because of her condition. Mom has... dementia. Maybe her memory is just mixed up. Everything is my fault. It's because of me that Mom is... I know how it looks now, but back in the day, the diner was doing pretty good. You know Bloom Park is close by here, right? People who visited the park would stop here a lot. But ever since the explosion 8 years ago...
The chemical plant accident?
Non, ça y est, cet
Yeah.
accident.
We're just barely outside of the restricted area, but because Bloom Park closed, the number of customers dropped by a lot. The diner didn't last much longer. When this place closed, Dad started working at a Chinese restaurant chain during the day, and he was a security guard and traffic cop at night. Mom worked as a janitor. They were both working hard and barely got any sleep.
And you?
I was just a high school student at the time.
Ouais, vu qu'il a 24 ans et il y a 8 ans, il avait 16 ans.
I was such a dumbass. I thought it was totally normal to have both parents working, so I didn't even get a part-time job. And they bought me a PC and idol concert tickets. I had it, but we were drowning in debt. And there's a loan on the house and the diner. Mom and Dad didn't let this place go. There are too many memories here to give it up. So they slaved day and night to keep it open. They worked and worked and worked. Thanks to them, I was even able to go to a good university, but right after I started, Dad...
Passed away?
Yeah. He had a heart attack. From overwork. But even then, I didn't get it, you know? I didn't appreciate how hard they worked for me. Even when I wasn't taking college seriously and getting bad grades, my mom didn't say a thing. She just smiled and told me that it was okay. Even when I told her I was going to drop out. Mom, I'm thinking of dropping out of college.
What? Why do you want to do that, Ota?
I decided that I'm going to become a writer.
Wow, a writer. Well, that's a good goal to have. But you really should finish college. You worked so hard to get in.
You don't understand, Mom. A writer has to put all of their time into their creativity. I won't have time to go to classes. Plus, I'm friends with the editor of a publishing company. I'm definitely going to have my first book published.
Is that right? Well, Ota, if you say so, I won't stop you. Do what makes you happy. You'll turn out just fine. I know you can do it. And no matter what happens, Mom will always be on your side, okay? Forever and ever. I'll always support you, Ota.
Yeah, how'd you guess? It was really just a few texts back and forth, but I was thrilled. I thought I could make it as a writer because of that. But it's impossible. I know there's no way I can be a writer. I've never even finished writing a novel. Not even once. I always give up after the first 5,000 words. To even apply for the amateurs contest, you have to submit 10 times that. But Mom, she kept supporting me. Not long after I quit college, Mom was always smiling at me. But I think she was starting to slip mentally. One day.
Oh, what's wrong, Ota? Do you have the day off from school?
Are you being sarcastic?
Oh, right. You don't attend anymore. Oopsie, I totally forgot.
How can you forget your own son's career choice?
Sorry. Anyway, are you hungry? You haven't eaten anything since this morning, have you?
Are you kidding?
What?
I ate breakfast and lunch already.
Oh, did you? By the way, Ota, what's living at the dorms like?
Why are you making fun of me?
I'm not teasing you, honey.
Don't fuck with me! Mom got sick because I'm such a piece of shit. I was only thinking about myself. I didn't take care of her. It was so stupid, I didn't realize she was sick. I thought she was messing with me.
Il pouvait pas savoir
I
cette
was so
partie-là.
cruel to her for no reason. And she got worse and worse.
What's that picture?
Ota a tourné le cadre photo vers moi pour que je puisse voir.
Looking at this photo reminds me. One time, when I was a kid, I said something really bad to Mom and Dad, and they scolded me for it. And it's not like it was an apology or anything, but Dad and I gave her a Mother's Day gift. My mom was so happy that she cried. That's what this photo is from. Why did it turn out like this? I'm such a bad son.
Hey, Aiba.
What is it?
I don't like Ota one bit, but I can't imagine that this guy's the criminal.
Why is that?
Hearing his story made me think that he's not such a bad guy.
Your presumption is illogical.
Human beings are illogical.
En
We're not
effet.
like you AI. We can't be logical all the time.
Ouais. Chacun a sa façon de voir, mais avec ce qu'on apprend d'Ota, là, ça se voit que c'est pas un mauvais gars, bien
But we
malgré les
make up for
apparences.
it in one very important way.
What is that?
Intuition.
Do you find that useful?
On voit que
Aiba, let's go back to the cold storage warehouse. We might be missing something.
Understood.
bon. Ota est assis avec un regard triste. Bon, on va le laisser aller à l'entrepôt réfrigéré. Mais plus on avance, plus en fait Ota c'est pas un mauvais gars en fait. C'est clair que son côté fan cringe peut foutre un peu le malaise, faut pas se mentir. Mais
weren't you going to check the warehouse?
mais c'est pas un mauvais gars au final quand tu vois sa réaction vis-à-vis de sa mère, c'est pas un mauvais gars Ota. Faut pas toujours rester bloqué sur la première impression. Au final, plus je joue, plus en fait je l'aime bien ce
I
perso.
was, but a thought occurred to me. Aiba, who drove the van here?
There are two possibilities. Either Iris or the criminal who kidnapped Iris.
And Mayumi?
Considering the time that she purchased the chocolate, that would be almost impossible. The van was hijacked from the Famisto parking lot at 10:32 p.m. At that time, Mayumi was in the 812 convenience store more than 100 yards away.
Donc c'est presque certain que ce n'était pas elle.
Iba, are you sure that Ota took this car?
As I've already explained, the security cameras at the Famisto parking lot saw the entire incident clearly.
So it was definitely Ota who drove it here.
Why are you stating the obvious?
We found the chocolate Mayumi bought on the floor of the cold storage warehouse. But that doesn't prove she was actually at the scene. If she was, how did she get here?
Ah, c'est la question qu'il faut se poser.
She wasn't in the van or the station wagon.
Of course, a different car. I will search for all vehicles that were in this area from Sunday night to Monday morning.
Iba s'est connectée au serveur du système N et a commencé ses recherches. Elle a obtenu un résultat très rapidement.
Found one hit. A taxi.
Un taxi.
Where's that taxi now?
It is parked in Lemniscate's parking lot.
At Lemniscate? Why?
Unknown. But we should speak with the driver immediately.
Alors on tourne à Lemniscate.
Hey, got a minute?
Are you talking to moi?
Moi?
Date, now is not the time to be distracted by this old man's diction.
Mind if I ask you what you're doing here?
Moi? I am but a humble taxicab driver.
There we go.
I'm with the police. I have some questions for you.
Avant d'arriver à Lemniscate, j'ai pris une photo de Mayumi à Abyss. Je l'ai montrée au chauffeur de taxi.
Did you drive this passenger on Sunday night?
Oh, I did indeed. I remember her well. The old hag.
Old hag?
À la base, Iba qui sait pas ce que ça veut dire vieille.
I took her on a tour of the streets of Tokyo. Our ultimate destination was the warehouse district in Ariake.
Why didn't you report this to the police?
Reported?
You don't know about the incident at the cold storage warehouse? It was all over the news.
No, I'm afraid not. Newspapers and television news programs have never been much of an interest to moi. I have just finished conveying my client from Tameke Sano's studio. I was informed that the visit here would be brief, and thus I have decided to wait in this lobby. I recall it was around 10 in the evening. Near the Kabasaki district, an unassuming restaurant named Matsushita Diner. That's where I picked up the old hag. And as soon as she stepped foot in my conveyance, she was already barking orders at me. Follow that van, hurry! I must admit, I found it rather exciting, just like an old chase film. I, of course, insisted that I be paid up. We pursued the van for roughly half an hour. Suddenly, the van came to a halt at a convenience store.
The Famisto along Koshu, right?
Precisely right. I am surprised you know that. In any case, I knew that the jig would be up if we were seen following the van. So I decided to drive past it. I parked at the 8 store, but 100 yards from there, while waiting for the object of our pursuit to make its next move. I have to buy something, she declared, then made her way into the 8.
This must be when Mayumi bought the Odoroki man chocolate.
A few minutes later, the old hag finished making her purchases and walked out. And then, at that very moment, I witnessed the van jet off at great speed down Poshu. I hurried the old hag inside my vehicle, then resumed the chase. We followed them for roughly half an hour more.
I see. If the driver's story is correct, Mayumi did not know that Ota was left behind at the Famisto.
Mayumi thought Ota was in the van the whole time.
We then arrived at a splendid manor. The van entered the premises through the front gate and disappeared from view. We, of course, could not follow, so we waited outside. I estimate another 10 minutes passed. The front gate opened once again, and the van drove out, and we pursued. But 30 minutes later, our pursuit was foiled again.
What happened?
The van drove into the restricted Kawasaki district. The old hag, of course, demanded that I follow. But I was not about to risk my license and livelihood. Instead, I parked on the road and waited for the van to drive back the way it came. But of course, we knew it might not take the same road back. In fact, we were not even sure the van would be coming back at all. But the old hag was not keen on giving up, so we began our stakeout. About 45 minutes later, the date had changed at this point. It was 12:25 a.m. on Monday.
How do you remember the time so well?
Well, you see, I always keep my radio dial on the same station. I remember precisely which programs were playing during this endeavor. Thus, I can approximate the time.
I see.
Je vois.
Please continue.
Je me demande si c'est pas une petite réflexion à tourner ça, parce que ceux
At
qui ont fait le 2,
12:25
ou du moins le premier,
the old
comprendront de
hag's
quoi je parle.
tenacious gamble paid dividends. The van returned down the same street. And thus, we again made pursuit. I kept considerable distance. We had come so far. I did not want to get caught now. But my caution backfired. I lost sight of the van in the Ariake warehouse. Without so much as a thank you, the old hag popped open the door and took off toward the warehouses. I waited for some time, but the old hag did not return. The goose was cooked at this point, so I made the decision to return home. I am glad I had the foresight to ask for payment.
I follow your story.
Mes questions, alors s'il est resté à l'entrepôt, comment il aurait pu les quitter
I have one more
l'entrepôt?
question. Where is this manor the van stopped at?
Ah ouais, ça, le fameux va noir.
Every taxi driver in the city knows that residence. It is the personal home of Congressman So Sajima.
Sajima? Why did the van go to So's house?
We need to speak with him immediately.
Agreed. Let's move.
Allez, direction la résidence Sejima.
There's no one here.
Indeed.
I don't see So or his bodyguards.
I do not detect them either.
Let's go inside. Hey, Aiba. Do you smell something funny?
You are aware that I do not possess the sense of smell, correct?
Oh, right. There's something strange about this vase. Ugh,
What is it?
this is definitely where the smell is coming from.
Is there something inside?
Ah, coucou Daphné, comment ça va? D'ailleurs, je voudrais savoir, est-ce que t'as pas de problème de co durant le live? Je veux juste savoir parce que je voudrais pas trop me prendre la tête avec ça, mais tout à l'heure, Alexis est passé, il a eu des problèmes de co, alors je voudrais savoir si ça va de ton côté pour la co.
Maybe, but the opening is covered by a metal plate.
The lid is fixed with a bolt. It will not open easily.
Yeah.
Then, as is standard procedure,
On va vérifier le vase au rayon X.
What the?
Date, destroy the vase!
Got it. So Tsujima?
Je t'envoie un petit pas de patte, Daphné. Mais je comprends là.
That is the head of Sosajima.
Left eye is hollowed out.
This is most likely a crime committed by the new Cyclops killer.
Do you have an estimated time of death?
Bah de mon côté, ça va. Ça va tranquille, écoute.
Today, sometime between 11 a.m. and noon.
That's about when I was talking to Ota at Matsushita Diner.
At that time, Mayumi was in police custody and Iris was in the ICU of Central Hospital. They have not moved.
That means Ota, Mayumi, and Iris couldn't possibly have committed the crime. Assuming that this is the work of a single killer, those three can be eliminated from the list of suspects.
Ota, Mayumi, and Iris are not the new Cyclops killer.
Right. By the way, why is there no one in the mansion? No bodyguards, no housekeepers.
I do not know.
Does So have family?
Sosajima's wife died in labor 30 years ago, giving birth to their son. Their son is currently living abroad.
So lived here alone?
Do you find that suspicious?
No, just...
Ah, un appel.
Date, a
Connect me.
Computer.
Date, the sync machine is up and running. You can sync with Mayumi now.
Oh, thanks, Pewter. But there are more pressing matters now.
Did something happen?
Yeah, I found So Tsujima's body, with the left eye hollowed out.
What?
I'm at the Tsujima household. Send the investigation team over.
Why so?
I can answer your questions when I get back to Abyss.
Got it.
Date, what is your plan? Wait until crime scene investigation arrives?
No, there's something I need to do. If that taxi driver was telling the truth, Mayumi was at the warehouse yesterday. And we know the chocolate we found at the scene was hers. Maybe she saw something. Maybe she knows something we don't. Some kind of clue or information about the culprit.
Then...
Yeah, we're gonna sync with Mayumi.
Allez, il faut retourner à Abyss. Mais bon, on va pas se mentir, par moment c'est quand même assez gore parce que bon, je crois qu'on se souvient de la scène de l'entrepôt avec Iris. Maintenant, c'est Jima dont tu trouves le cadavre coupé en 1000 morceaux. Donc plus qu'on trouve un cadavre qui s'est fait bouffer pendant des semaines et voilà quoi. Bon après j'exagère un peu quoi. Mais bon quand tu sais par moment jusqu'où va le gore chez Ushikoshi. Enfin si je me trompe plus sur son nom parce que malheureusement je confonds un peu. Parce que bon j'ai cette manie de me tromper sur les noms ou les prononciations parce que bon, peu importe. Quand je me lance dans un sujet.
That might help us find the real culprit.
I understand. Are you ready?
Yeah.
D'accord. Parce que je prononce par moment mal les mots ou je les lis mal. C'est par exemple le surnom de mon chat Bakaneko. Pour citer un exemple, je croyais que Bakaneko signifiait esprit félin, mais en fait c'est Bakaneko, je l'avais mal lu. Par moment je lis un peu mal les mots donc. Mais au final ça a été utile puisque mon petit Bakaneko il aura un petit surnom affectif.
Where am I?
Where is this? Oh, silly me. This is my house. Huh? What happened to me?
This is Matsushita Diner, though it looks odd. Likely an effect of the dementia.
Then we need to help remind her.
Do you think such a thing can be done?
This diner means everything to Mayumi. If we do what we did last time and reproduce the actions from Mayumi's memories, we could help her remember everything.
Is this what you call your intuition?
I told you it was useful.
Well, if we must. Somnium scan! Activate!
Ah ouais, il y a 5 verrouements. Ah ouais, il y en a 5. C'est plus que d'habitude, enfin, je crois. Reproduire les actions passées de Mayumi pour raviver ses souvenirs perdus. Bon, je vais sauvegarder.
A swinging door that leads to the kitchen.
Je vais d'abord voir tous les endroits du Somnium.
The sliding door at the... A swinging door... Ota, come over here! Ota? Ota! A girly magazine came in the mail.
Elle va toujours
Is
utiliser
this
cette
for
technique.
Ota or for Dad?
Well, this is awkward, but there's no reaction.
Elle va toujours utiliser la technique du magazine comme j'aime
I
l'appeler.
tried my best.
Let's investigate something else.
Agent Date, you've got 5 minutes.
The sliding... A wall clock. A calendar. A swinging...
Non, ça change rien.
A calendar. A calendar. The sliding door. The calendar reads 2 months ago.
Alors moi comme ça j'ai les tiny.
A wall. The hands have stopped.
Ah, donc il y a la porte.
The sliding. We're closed today.
They're not leaving.
I suppose they are. The sliding door at the end. Get out of here!
They aren't going away.
They're not from a collection agency. The
Agent
sliding-
Date, you've got 4 minutes.
A cap. A calendar.
Voilà en fait. Plutôt que d'utiliser sur la porte, je vais l'utiliser sur le calendrier parce qu'en fait ça épuise, ça épuise moins de temps.
Welcome, come on in.
J'adore la tête d'Aiba.
Why did you say it like that?
Oh, they're not a customer.
You have 3 minutes, Date.
The s- Welcome back.
Welcome back, Ota. You're late today.
Home.
Are you not hungry? Today's dinner is omelet rice. Your favorite. Dad isn't back yet, but you can start eating.
Again? I'm okay. I ate already.
But,
I'm fine.
Ota, wait! Ota?
Part of the diner has manifested.
Maybe this is one of the memories she forgot. It must be important to her, though.
It looks like a sad memory.
Doesn't matter if it's sad. It's still important.
Ouais.
It's the phone.
Roger. Is this a to-go order?
Yeah, can I get a fried rice set with okonomiyaki and french fries?
Sure thing. That seems like a lot of carbs. Is that okay?
Yeah, it's fine. I've got that health tea, so...
Health tea? You cannot fix an unhealthy lifestyle with tea.
Sorry.
Seriously.
Okay, I'll have the Chinese spinach with the liver and leek meal.
Why are you still trying to order something? A swinging?
You have less than 2 minutes. Hurry.
Let's get ready. For...
To prepare the diner.
Do I have to do the preparations?
Well, Mayumi is working here.
But aren't there other things to investigate?
You don't want to go to the kitchen?
I am not good with wet areas.
You know, when you're in my eye socket, you're always moist.
I am not.
Isn't the inside of my eye socket pretty moist?
It is not. Stop saying that.
Huh?
An old man. Let's come up with a new menu. Sautéed matsutake and shiitake mushrooms. The Matsushita set meal. 3,980 yen. What do you think?
I'm leaning toward no.
Less than 1 minute. Hurry.
An old
Eh ben, superbe traduction pour la réponse à droite. En tout cas, j'approuve la traduction à droite. Je sais pas comment c'était dans la version anglaise.
Date, something is a bit...
Well, there's a beach in the ad. Mayumi looks like a sea creature, so...
Be nice. A Ota, come over here. Ota, Ota. Is this for Ota?
Well,
I tried my...
let's investigate some...
Bon, ça sert à rien. Donc peut-être le
The phone
téléphone.
is with... What's that? I've won a fantastic prize. I just have to give you my...
Stop.
Date.
No, we're...
Date.
Quand même, j'aime beaucoup le gameplay des Somnium parce qu'il y a toujours, ils sont toujours, comment dire, c'est toujours assez différent et c'est plutôt cool, je trouve.
The sliding... Welcome...
Agent Date, you've
Ah, je viens de voir, en fait, on peut pas réessayer dans le Somnium de Mayumi, mais après, ça fait sens avec sa maladie.
It's the phone.
Roger. My husband...
Yes, Matsushita Diner. Yes. Well, yes. Yes. What? My husband! Why? How could this happen?
The diner has changed again.
These memories aren't all happy, but they are all significant.
If this continues, will it not have a negative effect on Mayumi?
Maybe. But we have to see this through. We have to.
Understood. A delicious cake.
Wonder who it's for.
Congratulations, Ota.
home.
Ota! Congratulations on getting into the university, son! Congratulations!
Hooray! Congrats!
Hooray! Hooray!
Ota was quite the spoiled child, wasn't he?
Definitely had a lot of growing up to do. But that's what makes him so important to Mayumi.
I see. It's an envelope. This is a bank statement. Let's do our best.
We have to keep supporting Ota.
Okay, we'll work harder for Ota's dream.
We reproduced another painful memory.
No, not quite.
Are you certain? Mayumi was under a heavy burden of debt and stress running the diner.
That's true. But sometimes hardship is worth it.
Is that so?
You have 3 minutes, Date.
It's a sticker from a chocolate candy.
Welcome home. Did you get it for me?
It?
This is Ota when he was small?
Do you mean chocolate?
Yeah, Todoroki man, remember? Oh, that. Yes, of course I bought it. Look, the Momonoke Man chocolate that you like. Here you go. That's not it. Oh, honey, I thought you liked the Momonoke Man chocolate. No, I told you. It's Todoroki Man. Oh, sorry. Your mom can be such a dummy sometimes. You're not just a dummy, you're a super dummy idiot! Oh, well, you're right, sweetie. I'm sorry. I'm a big dummy. I'll buy you a real Momonoke Man soon. Stupid! It's not Momonoke Man, it's Todoroki Man! I hate this! I hate you, Mom! What? Wait, Ota! Where did you go?
Je me demande si c'était pas de ça qu'il parle quand il parle un peu de son comportement avec sa mère.
Please, come out from hiding, Ota. Ota, I'm sorry. Mommy won't make any mistakes anymore, Ota. Ota, come back, Ota! Ota, don't leave me. Don't leave me alone. I'm sorry, Ota. Ota! Sakura! I can't do this on my own. Don't leave me!
So that's what happened.
Date, look at what you've done. If Mayumi wakes up after all this trauma...
I know it's risky, but we're here for a reason.
What are you planning?
We have to keep going. Just a little more to awaken her past.
But...
If she loves her family this much, there has to be something. There has to be a precious memory hidden deep within.
Is that your intuition?
It is.
A wall clock.
Welcome home! Did you get it for me?
We've gone back in time.
Stop nagging me.
A calendar. A wall. The calendar.
You have less than 2 minutes. Hurry.
Autographs. A swinging. It's
Welcome home!
Do you mean chalk?
Yeah, odor.
A wall clock.
Ota, sweetie. Mom!
Ah oui, je crois savoir c'est quand il lui a offert... Lui et son père lui ont offert le couteau.
We know we can be a hassle sometimes, so... Ota.
Yeah. Thank you, Mom.
Ouais, parce que c'est vrai que l'histoire d'Ota elle est assez triste, surtout en plus
You know, I
parce
love
que
you forever and ever.
avec ce qu'on apprend on se rend compte à quel point
Me too, Ota.
en fait l'histoire avec ses parents et surtout sa mère c'est hyper triste quand on y pense parce que il dit quand on lui parle au restaurant quand on parle avec le
I'll
restaurant
love you both no matter what. Oh, forever and ever. Oh, I'll never forget this. Oh.
Yeah! We are a family. We can do anything.
Yes. Yeah.
quand même la
Looks
famille
like
c'est
it's
une
okay
vraie
to go back now.
ouais, la famille c'est une des thématiques du jeu en fait
I agree.
je viens de voir
By the way,
je trouve
Dad, admit, it is useful every now and then.
What is?
Your intuition.
Voilà, on a fini Somnium de Mayumi. Et j'avoue quand même que c'était l'un des plus originaux et des plus tristes aussi. Parce qu'en fait, là on en apprend un peu plus sur Ota et sa mère, et c'est là qu'on voit que malgré les apparences, sa famille a quand même... enfin... Mais on voit que même s'il ne montrait pas beaucoup, il aime beaucoup sa mère.
Ota, I'm so sorry for worrying you.
What do you mean?
Your mother retracted her confession.
I'm so glad.
Yes, yes.
But Mom, why did you think I did it?
About that.
J'ai tout expliqué à Ota. Dimanche soir, Mayumi a poursuivi le van que conduisait Ota à bord d'un taxi. Mais quand le van a fait un détour au parking du Family Store, Mayumi était dans une autre épicerie pas très loin achetant du chocolat. À cause de ça, elle n'a pas vu ce qui s'est passé. C'est pour cela que Mayumi pensait qu'Ota était toujours dans le van quand il est reparti. Donc, elle a continué à le suivre. Le van est passé dans tout Tokyo et a fini sa route dans le quartier des entrepôts, proche du port. Mayumi est sortie du taxi et a suivi le van à pied. Le van a été découvert plus tard aux entrepôts réfrigérés de la poissonnerie Okiura. Mayumi est entrée dans l'entrepôt et a découvert l'horrible scène.
A polar bear plucking out Iris's left eye? I was so terribly frightened. I panicked and ran. I'm sure that's when I dropped the chocolate. And I ran away from the warehouse as fast as I could. I just kept running and running. But while I was running, I had a thought. Maybe that polar bear was Ota. Because at the time, I thought Ota was the one driving the van. If Ota brought Iris to the warehouse, then Ota must have been the one in the suit. That's what I was thinking anyway.
Ouais, c'est pour ça qu'elle voulait protéger son fils.
So that's why.
I'm so sorry that Mom doubted you, Ota.
No, I understand. It's my fault for making you worry.
Ota.
But there's one thing I don't get. Why did you buy that chocolate when you were following me?
Oh, because...
You liked Todoroki Man chocolate when you were young, right, Ota?
Yeah. I was like the number 1 or 2 collector of the stickers in my elementary school class. I stuck some of my duplicates all around the diner, too.
You and Mayumi have strong memories of that chocolate, right?
Yeah. But I guess they're not all sweet memories. They're like chocolate, you know? Bittersweet. Makes my heart hurt a little.
That's not it! Oh, honey. I thought you liked the Momonoki Man chocolate. No! I told you! It's Todoroki Man! Oh. Sorry. Your mom can be such a dummy sometimes. You're not just a dummy, you're a super dummy idiot! Oh, well, you're right, sweetie. I'm sorry. I'm a big dummy. I'll buy you a real Momonoki Man soon. Stupid! It's not Momonoki Man, it's Todoroki Man!
After I yelled at her, Mom immediately went to buy me another chocolate. My dad came back from buying some ingredients at the same time and they ran into each other. My dad really let me have it.
How dare you speak to your mother like that?
Because Mom is stupid.
You're stupid to call your mother stupid. Your mother bought you that to make you happy. You need to think about how she feels. I didn't raise you like that.
But...
When she comes back, you apologize. Do you understand?
My dad told me to apologize as soon as Mom came back.
En tout cas, j'aime beaucoup cette musique.
But the guilt... I hurt my mother, you know? That guilt in my heart... It didn't go away. Even after I apologized to her. After that, things got awkward with Mom. But a few days later, my dad came up with an idea.
Hey, Ota, how about this? You know Mother's Day is coming up. Why don't we get a gift for your mom, hmm?
A gift?
That was the first time I had ever heard my dad say something like that.
You know how Mom always takes care of us. We should think of a way to pay her back.
I'm sure my dad was trying to clear the air between all of us. So, on Mother's Day, I used my New Year's money I saved up to buy my mom that flower knife. And my dad saved up a little money to buy the floral apron. And when Mom got her gifts, she started bawling, like full-on crying.
Oh, you boys. I don't deserve all this. Thank you. You do deserve it, Mom. I'm proud that you're my mom. Right, Dad?
Oh, yes. Mom is the best mom in the world.
Thank you. Say cheese!
Sorry, I lost track of time. What were we talking about again?
The Odoroki man chocolate. Why she bought the chocolate in the middle of tailing you.
Tailing?
Mom.
It could be due to her memory disorder. It is possible that her thought process was once again short-circuited.
Ota, I'm just going out on a limb here.
Huh?
Earlier I looked inside Mayumi's head.
Inside her head?
She was thinking of nothing but you. Her head was full of memories of you. Mayumi just wanted you to come back, Ota. So she bought that chocolate. The chocolate you loved as a kid. She thought she could get you back home with it. That's why I believe, in Mayumi's head, you're still young, Ota.
Huh?
I don't know. I could be wrong.
No, you're right, Date. That's why my mom bought the chocolate. She wanted her little kid back. I was always so selfish. I made my mom go through such hard times. So from now on, I'm going to support her the way she supported me. I'll do anything. I'll deliver newspapers or be a janitor or anything. I'll work as hard as I can to make sure my mom can rest easy.
What about your dream of being an author?
Well, of course I'm not gonna give up on that. But I'll set my sights a little smaller. I'll start by writing a short story.
Let me read it when you're done.
Of course.
Oh, I forgot to tell you something important.
Something important?
I heard the nurses talking before I came in here. Iris is awake.
Really?
Yeah, she's due to be transferred from the ICU to the general ward.
Thank God.
You saved her life, you know. Maybe, just maybe.
Huh? Maybe what?
Nothing. See you, kid.
Is Iris your girlfriend?
Yeah, I'll introduce you next time. She's a great girl.
Oh my, I'm looking forward to it. Is she going to be your financier? Oh, maybe I should clean up a bit first.
Financer? Oh, fiance.
Oh yes, yes, that's it.
Jeez, Mom.
Date, there are still many loose ends in this investigation.
Yeah, you're right. Looks like another all-nighter.
Là, j'ai eu une des fins, enfin je crois.
Has there been any progress in this Jima investigation?
None. Zero clue.
Not exactly. We have 2 clues.
2?
2 points of information. But they may not connect directly to the murders.
What are the 2 clues?
Point 1. This may be easier to see than explain. I sent a video to the boss's PC. Could you check there, please?
Moi, c'est dirigé vers son bureau et a bougé sa souris. Je me tenais à côté d'elle et j'ai regardé son écran.
What's this?
It's from Sunday night.
Yes. After Date was beaten by Ota at Matsushita Diner.
Tessa, wait! I'll get the car.
You witch!
There, stop it. I noticed this earlier as well. Do you see the walk on the floor beside Iris and Mayumi?
Yeah, what about it?
Look closely. The bottom part is curved. Do you notice anything in the reflection?
Iris and Mayumi.
Yes, I have prepared an enlarged and processed version of the image. Boss, the next video.
You witch! You stay away from my boy!
Tessa! What's wrong? Did something happen?
No, everything's fine.
Okay, let's go.
Ota.
Hey, what's this?
Iris has the kitchen knife?
The video continues, but this should be enough. Iris took the knife and left the diner with Ota.
But if Ota's testimony is true, the polar bear had the kitchen knife.
Maybe it was taken off of Iris when she was kidnapped.
At the Femisto parking lot? Whatever, we can think about it later. You said you had 2 clues.
Yeah, what's the other one?
I have learned new information. More thorough autopsy results of Renju's body have revealed something. An object in his intestines.
An object?
A clump of organic matter. Because it was partially digested, it took significant time to analyze.
Well, what was it?
Shoko Nadami's eyeball.
Oh. Là j'ai fini la route d'Ota. Ça fait la seconde route que je termine vu que lundi dernier j'avais eu la fin de Mizuki. Voilà, là j'ai fait tout ce qu'il y avait par ici. Donc là pour retourner au Somnium de Mizuki.
To reach Mizuki, something must be done about the lightning that keeps striking the birdcage.
Pour répondre à ta question, celle de Mizuki, je l'ai trouvée très touchante, surtout par rapport à sa relation avec Date. Pour celle d'Ota, on va pas se mentir, à la fin avec dans le bureau de boss, c'est assez glauque quand t'apprends avec mais ce que j'ai beaucoup aimé dans la route d'Ota, c'est surtout qu'on s'intéresse beaucoup à son histoire avec sa famille. Enfin, au final, j'ai envie de dire que Ota, il est vraiment cool comme perso au final. Parce que j'avoue que l'histoire avec sa mère, ça m'a beaucoup touché sur le coup. Après, pour le moment, je saurais pas dire si j'ai une préférence au niveau des fins. Mais j'ai beaucoup aimé les deux que j'ai vus. Bon, celle d'Ota, on va pas juste parler de la scène dans le bureau de boss. Mais j'ai quand même bien hâte de voir ce que vont réserver les autres fins. Mais en tout cas, pour le moment, j'aime beaucoup le jeu et je commence vraiment à être de plus en plus prise.
Lightning's supposed to strike at the highest.
Mais on est déjà passé.
An ice pick stabbed into Shoko's... Right. No one would... The control room of the merry-go-round lifted out of the ground.
Sinon, petite question, en fait... pardon, je voulais pas sauvegarder. En fait, petite question, lorsque j'étais dans le Somnium de Mayumi, j'avoue, j'ai beaucoup aimé l'une des traductions sur le poster terre de bière. Enfin, j'essaierai de clipper ce moment pour le montrer à la team. Mais j'avoue, j'ai beaucoup aimé la traduction d'un des choix. Enfin, je le dis parce que ça m'a bien fait marrer, mais s'il faut que je clipperai ce moment comme cela, je pourrais vous montrer après ce que j'avais pensé.
What?
It is just...
Je regarde. Voilà, ça c'était celle.
A birdcage with blown up rubbers inside. There is also a deflated rubber on the floor.
Could you please not call it a rubber? You can say balloon.
I do not understand. It is clearly rubber.
Elle y va pas de main morte. Morte, elle y va.
This'll be easy.
Glad to hear it.
What? But it was so heavy.
But nothing happened.
Oh? What is this?
A deflated balloon. I told you, please call it a balloon.
J'adore un daté.
What are you getting so worked up about? Understood.
It's huge. I wish your boobs were that big.
Are you serious? Those are obscenely large for a human.
Daté. Ouais, je sais, je crois que vous êtes des habitués à me voir réagir au côté pervers de Date, mais il y a des fois c'est exagéré. Bon, après le passage... Bon, par contre... Bon, après j'avoue, il y a des fois ça me fait rire, mais des fois en même temps ça me fait mettre en mode face-palm.
Well, I suppose I am not technically human.
So...
Date, please, be quiet.
You were able to get out?
Perhaps the balloon was the key.
Je m'en rappelle maintenant. Mizuki m'a raconté une histoire il y a quelque temps. Un jour, quand Mizuki était encore plus jeune, Shoko lui a acheté un ballon. C'en était un gonflé à l'hélium. Mais la corde lui a glissé des mains. Le ballon s'est envolé vers le ciel. Shoko a craqué et elle a engueulé Mizuki pendant des heures. Peut-être que c'est pourquoi Mizuki a mis les ballons dans la cage à oiseaux. Comme ça, ils ne pourront plus jamais s'envoler. Mais je pense que moi et Aiba lui avons fait revivre un souvenir pénible.
Alright, now that the bird cage is off, let's get Mizuki.
Do you not see the horses spinning at hurricane speed?
If you stop time, you can go in, right?
But I cannot stop time while I'm moving.
Oh, right. Guess we gotta figure out how to stop it from spinning.
Agent Date, you've got 5 minutes.
The panda... All right. What is this?
Merry-go-rounds can fly?
Date, over there.
Iris? Why? Why is Iris...
She appears to be frozen.
What the hell is going on? What is this?
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! I'm sorry! I'm sorry! I'm sorry! Why do you never keep quiet? Is this fun for you? Giving your mother a hard time? That hurts! That hurts! Please stop! I'm sorry! Why are you here? I'm sorry! I'm sorry! If you weren't here, everything would be fine. I'm sorry! Apologizing means nothing! Say something! Don't make me into the bad guy! But... What's that look, huh? Ow! I'm sorry! I'm sorry! It's all your fault. You... I wish you had never been born!
Mizuki's voice. The other voice is like...
Damn. What's going on here? Aiba, look out!
What? I was about to become a pancake.
Good thing this isn't a bed and breakfast.
That frozen iris does intrigue me. But Mizuki first.
Let's get to Mizuki while the merry-go-round is stopped.
It's Mizuki. Mizuki, can you hear me? We will protect you, Mizuki. We will always be there for you. So... it's all right now.
Hey, do you think we can use that speaker? Maybe she needs to hear her mother's voice.
Mom loves you, Mizuki.
Hey, do you hear something?
Is that a phone ringing?
Where's it coming from?
Date, don't! You can't stay any longer!
Are you okay? Mizuki.
She hasn't been healed. She's still traumatized.
Iba, call Iris's phone. It's urgent.
Why the rush?
Please, just call.
Hello?
This is Kaname Tate from the MPD. I met you earlier today.
Oh, Date. Is something wrong?
Where are you right now?
I'm at home.
Okay, don't go anywhere. Lock the door and stay at home.
Can you tell me why?
Who cares why? This is a direct order from the police.
You mean a personal order?
Okay. But if I do, will you play Shovel Forge with me tomorrow?
No.
Then go on a date with me.
A date?
If you promise me we'll go on a date, I'll stay home and not say a peep. If you don't promise me, then I'll wander around the city dragging a heavy suitcase.
All right. Understood.
Understood?
Great! Looking forward to seeing you tomorrow.
Fine. Just don't go outside, okay? If anything happens, call me immediately. My number is...
I have it in my history. See ya!
What was that? The phone call?
It's nothing. Hey, Mizuki, tell me something. In your dream world, I heard a phone ring. Did you hear that somewhere? Or did you just imagine it?
Date, there's no point talking to her. You couldn't heal her. Her symptoms haven't improved. She'll be sent back to the hospital. Maybe the doctors can help her. It didn't go well. But it's not all bad. The sink wasn't a total waste of time. We found clues.
Clues?
No need to report specifics. We saw it all from here in the control room. What the sinker sees in Somnium is projected here, remember? We've got it all recorded.
Isn't it incredible? I invented it.
So we know about everything you saw. The phone, the frozen corpse.
Boss, I heard a ringtone in Mizuki's Somnium.
I know. But I couldn't tell where it was coming from.
Yeah. I don't even know if it's real or something Mizuki invented. But if Mizuki really did hear that ringtone...
Then there must have been a phone somewhere on site.
Did CSI report anything like that?
No, nothing. They searched the site, but didn't find a single thing. Where is this coming from? Oh, this is about the body you saw in Mizuki's Somnium. Her name is Iris Sagan, the girl you went to Bloom Park with today.
How do you know that?
Iba told me.
It is one of my duties to deliver regular investigation reports.
Ah, the corpse you saw in Somnium. You're wondering if that was some kind of vision of the future.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, let's see. As a man of science, I don't believe in such things. Prophecies and the like. However, if it was a prophecy, I would suggest the girl wears some kind of metal plate.
Huh?
You saw her. She was stabbed countless times in the back. She could have used some stab-proof armor or something. Just indulging in the fantasy of real-life prophecies. Don't mind me. Anyway, prophecies are simply not possible.
True.
You see? I know about the ringtone you heard.
But I couldn't tell where it was coming from.
Did Mizuki actually hear that? Or was it just a dream? Or her imagination?
Ouais, mais j'avoue, ça me fait un peu mal. J'avoue que j'avoue que ça me fait un peu mal dans le fait. Enfin, cette route vis-à-vis du Somnium de Mizuki.
Can you analyze the sound or something?
Unfortunately not. In a normal dream, the person experiencing the dream cannot remove themselves from it. Dreams are first-person experiences. However, the circumstances are slightly different during a sync. The syncer dives into the subject's mind and experiences their subconscious thoughts. But this dream is experienced as an observer, as though you were watching a play.
Quand même, mine de rien, c'est assez complexe les rêves quand on y pense.
Director, and actor. The syncer is merely the audience.
Non, j'ai plus des questions. Computer.
Mizuki, I have to ask you. You got a Nile message yesterday. And then you went to Bloom Park. Who sent you the message?
I checked her phone, but the history was white.
I am trying to identify the sender now, but it will take some time.
Mizuki, I saw something strange in your dream. Iris, she was frozen. What was that? Tell me, Mizuki, please.
Date, there is no point attempting to speak with her. Mizuki's aphonia has not healed.
Mizuki. When we found you at the merry-go-round, you were holding the ice pick. I'm not accusing you of anything. I trust you. I just want to know why you were holding it. Answer me, Mizuki.
Date, please. Yelling at her is counterproductive.
Damn it.
Prophecies, huh? That's why you called Iris. But Date, come.
I know, a dream is just a dream. Doesn't necessarily have anything to do with reality. But still, I just have this gut feeling.
Date, are you alright? Perhaps the sink is causing negative side effects.
I hope that's all it is. I think I'll go to Bloom Park again.
Looking for the phone?
It might be there, it might not. I just want to be sure. Take care of Mizuki, okay?
Yeah, leave it to me.
Allez, on va retourner à Bloom Park.
Now the news. Yesterday night, the body of Shoko Nadami was found. Her body was recovered from the now-defunct Bloom Park in the Kawasaki district. Autopsy reports revealed that her time of death was roughly 5 p.m. last afternoon. Police have determined that the victim was killed elsewhere and then brought to Bloom Park to be put on display. The MPD has expanded the scope of their investigation and are encouraging anyone with any information to... In other news, at 6:10 p.m. today, on the outer circle of the Capital City Highway in Minato District, Tokyo, a traffic collision occurred involving 5 cars and at least 1 truck. As a result of the pileup, 1 man was sent to the hospital unconscious in critical condition. 6 other individuals were treated for minor injuries. MPD has arrested the driver of the truck suspected to be the cause of the accident for negligence. The investigation is ongoing.
Ok Daphné, merci d'être passé et bonne nuit. Alors, on a Bloom Park. L'année dernière, Mizuki a été retrouvée dans cette colonne. Pourquoi était-elle à l'intérieur?
Wait, are you a ghost?
Idiot. It's me.
Who you? Me?
It's me.
Whom?
I said me.
But are you a ghost?
I'm not a ghost.
Then Aiba?
C'est vraiment un running gag, j'ai envie de dire une autre forme d'Aiba dans le monde réel. Enfin, ses apparitions dans le monde réel.
I just thought I would project myself. You seem lonely.
How are you doing this?
I am overlaying the image your left eye processes with augmented reality. You can't see me through your right eye, only your left.
You can't just pop into my eyeball without permission.
You do realize I do that all the time, right?
It was somewhere around here, right? Where I heard the phone ring.
Affirmative.
The source can't be far. The phone must be nearby.
I do not know if it actually exists. Dreams consist of memories. But that does not mean that they perfectly mirror reality. In fact, it is more common that what occurs in dreams is distorted. For example, the events witnessed in the last Somnium were absurd, exaggerated, or otherwise warped. Clearly, they do not represent exactly what happened in reality. The ringtone as well.
Mizuki didn't necessarily hear it. I understand that, but it's our only lead.
I am connected to your brain via artificial nerve. I am part of your working brain. Our minds are one. During the sync, when the data that constitutes your ego is transferred, some of my main programming is also transferred. That is why I appear in Somnium. Do I even need to explain this sort of thing to you? I have experienced syncing many times with you, although it is true that I have never appeared to you in this form.
Come to think of it, you look kind of like you do when you're in Somnium. What's that about?
What do you mean?
Well, you don't usually look like that. You have a Somnium form and another form.
Oh, this?
Yes, that. Why are you doing this now?
I was bored last night, so...
Huh?
I thought you would like it.
Why would I like it?
Well, I did attempt to shape myself to your preference.
If you could do that, change it. be Reika from Tiefblau.
I will not.
Why not?
Because I won't. As I mentioned earlier, I cannot say for certain if there was a phone here. However, if there is, it must be well hidden. CSI has already searched the area thoroughly, but they did not discover anything.
Well hidden, huh? Maybe a place you can't see with the naked eye.
Let me see. I need to analyze the surroundings. It is certainly the case that the phone would be placed somewhere not readily visible to the naked eye, if it exists at all. Did you check the horse?
The horse?
Shoko's body was placed on this horse.
Look at that.
It appears to be a smartphone.
I knew it was in the horse.
Don't lie. You doubted me.
So how do I get it out?
I cannot find any weaknesses or seams in the horse's body. The horse's neck does not detach either.
There must be some hole or something.
I found one.
Where?
The mouth of the horse. I might be able to fit inside. One moment.
I got it!
Yes. Good job, Iba. Iba, who owned this phone? The number is...
Je vais donner le numéro à Eva. Les résultats ne sont pas faits attendre.
This is a rental phone.
A rent?
The owner is unknown. It is registered under a false identity.
Come on.
Date, look at the device history.
It's gone. No outgoing call history.
What about the incoming history?
Only one call. 9:02 p.m. yesterday.
Mizuki and Ota discovered the corpse at approximately 9 p.m.
Mizuki must have heard this phone.
That would connect to what we experienced in Somnium. Who is the caller?
Their name isn't displayed. The number isn't in their contacts. In fact, there are no contacts. No numbers at all.
Et il n'y a pas non plus d'adresse mail ou d'historique internet qui aurait pu nous servir d'indice. On n'a qu'un seul indice, l'appel de 21h02. J'ai demandé à Eva de chercher le numéro.
This number is also from a rental phone. No owner is registered.
Oh.
What happened?
The battery died. The screen turned off. Iba, remember the number I just gave you?
Of course.
Call it.
Là, ça décroche.
My name is Kaname Date. I'm with the Metropolitan Police Department.
Are you an idiot?
They hung up.
Oh, you think so? What kind of low IQ ignoramus calls a suspicious number and says they are from the police?
I couldn't help it. I wasn't ready. I just said the first thing that came into my head.
You told me to call.
I didn't think it would work.
Disappointing. There is no other word for it.
You're telling me. Iba, can you call it again? I'll be ready this time, I swear.
Are you sure?
Yeah, trust me.
The number you have dialed is no longer in service.
Damn, call denied.
Call deny?
Yeah, call denied.
Oh, the thing Reika from the Cabaret Club did to your number.
Damn, you remember that?
Near 3rd Street, Shinjuku.
That's a wide range. Can you tell if they called from a smartphone?
They did. I can tell from the number.
Does it have...
The phone is likely capable of that function, but it has the power also appears to be off. I cannot connect from any line because you blew it. Probably someone involved in the incident. They hung up as soon as they heard you mention the police, then refused further incoming calls. That behavior is at the very least suspicious.
Jimmy Markinen appelle Reika.
What? Why?
I want to hear her voice.
Oh, merci pour le raid.
She put you on call deny.
Can't you try from another line?
I can.
Vraiment, il a essayé il a vraiment essayé de l'appeler. Oh. Merci pour le follow, Joker. Et coucou le casual, comment ça va?
But I won't. Use a payphone if you want to call her.
Je n'ai pas de téléphone. Tant que je suis à portée, je peux utiliser Aiba pour passer les appels dont j'ai besoin. Que ce soit un SMS ou un message Nile, je peux demander Aiba. Aiba est aussi connectée à mon esprit sans fil. Donc même quand elle est sortie de mon orbite, je peux lui parler normalement. Ben, et ça va Joker? Et toi, comment ça va?
Unknown. But it does appear to be deliberate. Did the culprit do this? And for what specific purpose?
Oh. Ah bah merci pour le sub. Bah je l'annonce direct, Crasho, vu que t'es sur la chaîne du casual, tu utilises la chaîne du casual sub, t'es mon premier sub. Bah... merci. D'ailleurs, t'es le tout premier, t'es mon tout premier sub.
The recipient is alerted to our presence and likely on the move.
Right.
Allez, là, on va aller.
Aiba, let's get going. There's nothing more here.
Where are we going? Iris's house?
Yeah, I'm curious.
About your prophecy? Absurd. It was nothing.
Let's hope so.
Ouais. Alors, on retourne à la maison des Sagan. Alors, on va l'interroger.
By the way, where's your mom?
She left earlier. She got a Nile message from someone. She looked kind of panicky, too.
Where did she go?
Don't know. She didn't tell me.
Oh.
I'm hop, hop, hoppy happy. Hop, hop, hop. Rabbit goes hop. Why do you ask?
Oh, well...
Because I saw your dead body in a dream. Are you seriously going to tell her that?
You hush.
Hmm?
T'es le premier à inaugurer mes emotes Twitch. Ça fait plaisir de les voir.
Date, you came. But aren't you a little early?
Huh?
You said you would play Shovel Forge with me tomorrow.
No, I didn't. I did promise to go on a date with you.
Tomorrow? It's not even midnight yet. I kept my promise by staying home, so you need to keep your promise, Date. Oh, did you want something to drink?
No, sorry. I should be going.
What? Leaving already?
Yeah, I have some work to do.
Well, will you at least watch my stream at 1?
Stream?
Don't you remember? I'm an internet idol.
And you're gonna stream online?
Oh, on approche des trains de la hype. Ah ben là on est... Bon, il s'en passe des choses ce soir. En tout cas, merci pour les subs, Joker.
Yeah.
At 1 in the morning.
Yeah.
J'arriverai, voyons voir. Il s'en passe des choses ce soir. Voyons voir. Train de la hype, on est déjà niveau 1. En tout cas, merci beaucoup là. C'est la première fois que ça m'arrive. Ça me surprend. Mais en tout cas, merci pour les subs.
Oh, jeez, you sound like an old man.
Because he is an old man.
Non.
It's fine. Today isn't for work, it's just a personal stream.
That's not the issue.
And tomorrow is Sunday.
The day isn't the issue either.
Anyway, please watch, okay? I'll ask you about it on tomorrow's date.
Fine.
Date, I have been thinking. I am glad that nothing bad happened.
Yeah, you're right.
Ouais. Quand on dit que tout va bien, c'est que tout ne va pas bien, surtout dans les trucs d'enquête.
Because sometime real soon, I'm going to die.
Ok Joker, bonne soirée et merci d'être passé et merci pour les subs.
There's been no progress, as usual. The people at the main office are so incompetent. The smartphone you brought in yesterday is still our only lead. Hopefully there'll be a breakthrough. I asked HQ to look into it. They found a few things. First, the owner was Shoko Nadami.
Ok Crasho, bonne soirée, voilà, qu'est-ce que j'allais dire, ah oui. Bonne chance pour bosser sur les serveurs du casu, et bonne soirée à toi. Et merci, et comme pour Joker, merci pour les subs.
It was Shoko's phone?
Yes. Her face was registered in the phone's facial recognition authentication. She was returned to the hospital after the sync. She'll probably be hospitalized for a while.
En même temps, j'avoue, quand t'as tes premiers subs et qu'il y a un train de la hype en même temps, il y a de quoi être surprise. Parce que bon, c'était une sacrée surprise. Au moins, on aura eu le premier train de la hype. C'est génial, j'ai envie de dire.
Strange. Mizuki's phone is at home, Date. The GPS and Wi-Fi access point confirm this.
She went home by herself?
Possibly.
But why?
Unknown.
Who called the phone?
Sorry, we don't know that yet. They called from a burner phone. They didn't register a name.
I can make a deduction with this information. We know that the phone belonged to Shoko.
Right.
Whoever it was made their call at 9:02 p.m.
Merci pour les encouragements. En tout cas, merci beaucoup pour le soutien.
After Shoko was killed, I believe we can make an assumption here.
The caller probably wasn't the murderer. Why would they call the phone of the person they just killed?
Maybe. But the culprit might have been trying to get Mizuki to call, so that they can bring her to the scene.
But then why hide the phone? They would have left it somewhere easier to find.
True. about Renju.
Renju?
Yesterday I told you he vanished after he was questioned. Well, we found him.
Where?
Central Hospital. He was brought there from a traffic accident. He's unconscious and it's not looking good.
Could it be?
Capitol Highway?
Oh, you heard about it?
We heard the report on the radio last night.
I can't believe it was about Renju.
Date, you should go talk to him. He is Shoko Nadami's former husband, after all. He might have some information.
But he's still asleep, isn't he?
Smack him across the face and wake him up. You're his friend, right? He'll understand.
Come.
But either way, our mysterious caller is suspicious. Consider this. They did not register the phone under their real name. And also, they hung up as soon as Date mentioned he was a cop. And on top of that, they blocked Date's number and turned off the phone.
The blame lies entirely with Date. I suggest cutting his salary.
Oh là là, j'adore vraiment. Il va, il se la répartit, j'adore.
Do it. I'll plug in somewhere.
Anyway, we have to identify the caller. If you don't want your salary cut.
Fine.
J'adore le caractère de Buster.
All the history's been erased. There's nothing on the phone itself, but we can still look up its records. I happen to have a friend at the cell company. The head office is looking into it now.
Date, you promised to go on a date with Iris yesterday. What exactly are you planning to do?
What? Seriously?
It's a social date.
A man's promise is his bond. You absolutely must keep your word.
Have you ever heard of a white lie?
So, you're gonna act like it never happened.
That's not what I said. The day's not over yet. If I go see her and socialize for a bit, that's a date, right?
Oh, so you are not planning a real date then?
No, of course not.
If you say so.
You almost sound relieved, Iva.
Pardon?
Are you jealous?
Impossible! I could never be jealous of a silly little human like her.
Uh-huh. Sure.
There are many points of interest surrounding Mizuki, but we will need to speak with her directly.
I hope she gets better soon.
I am watching the case file of Shoko Nadami as it is updated in real time. Currently, it appears as though there has been no significant progress. Hey Date, why not go to that bar you haven't been to in a while?
Bar?
Marble in Golden Yokocho.
Je vois. Mama s'occupe du marble. C'est un informateur qui sait tout, surtout en ce qui concerne le monde criminel. Elle sait peut-être quelque chose. J'ai 3 endroits à visiter. L'hôpital où se trouve Renju. Je ne sais pas s'il sera peut-être parler, mais il pourrait nous être utile. Je pourrais aussi retourner à la maison voir Mizuki ou chercher des informations auprès de Mama au marble.
Iba, let's move.
Roger that.
Et c'est sur cette note qu'on finit le live de ce soir. Et la suite, si tout va bien, ce sera comme d'hab, ce sera comme d'habitude le lundi. Mais en tout cas, il s'en est passé des choses ce soir, pas que pour comment dire, pas que dans le jeu, mais aussi sur le live, parce que entre le train de live et les subs, ça a été une sacrée surprise pour ma part. Mais en tout cas, merci beaucoup. Et bon, je m'arrête là pour ce soir, mais en tout cas, merci à ceux qui sont venus, ceux qui viennent, me soutiennent. Je m'arrête là pour ce soir. À plus tout le monde!